Plate tectonics. Plate tectonics refer to crustal movements of plates on Earth's surface. The Earth's crust is made up of series of slabs or plates. A tectonic plate is, therefore, a rigid shell of the Earth's crust. They support and carry the continents and form the ocean floor. The movement behavior of these plates is termed plate tectonics. This concept was developed in the 1960s to explain the Earth's structural components. The Earth's crust or lithosphere is divided into 9 major rigid tectonic plates and several minor plates, 100 to 200 kilometers thick. The continents make up the continental plates, whilst the seafloor is made up mainly of oceanic plates. Plates are constantly forming and separating. The plate margins or plate boundaries are either diverging or converging. The plates are created at constructive margins where ridges are formed and consumed at destructive margin in trenches through the subduction of material. Plate margins are characterized by the presence of volcanic mountains and earthquake activities. Apart from these movements, folding and faulting also occur. Why does plate move? It is believed that these plates move to convection currents in the mantle. Some parts of the mantle are hotter than others, resulting in the movement of the plates on Earth's crust. Friction is created in the crust, and this results in the movements of the plates. The less dense, hotter areas of molten rock move towards the surface by high temperatures from below. It cools and sinks down again due to convection currents. This process takes millions of years. Their movement, however, is slow, only about 1 centimeter a year. These move over the partially melted astronosphere, the zone of the mantle, which is just under the lithosphere or Earth's crust, by large-scale thermal convection currents. Let us look at the types of plate margins or plate boundaries. There are 3 types of plate margins or boundaries. 1. A zone of divergence, also known as constructive plate margins, where the plate moves apart, sites of seafloor spreading. Number 2, a zone of convergence. This is where destructive plate margins, where 2 plates moving towards each other. One plate is being subducted under the other. And the 3rd, transform fault margins. This is a neutral or conservative margin where plates slide past each other. Join us for the next part where we will be looking at each plate movement separately. Number 1, divergence. Number 2, convergence. And number 3, transform fault margins.